This is a video doing a comparison between the AN, the Antek AN and the Antek AS series transformers. Using my meter here, a little dusty on the camera. It's kind of hard to read, but it shows magnetic field and electrostatic. Electrostatic is down here. Electric and magnetic. And so what I'm going to do is show you the difference. You can see one here has a wrapping around it. I'm assuming it's a piece of steel that they've wrapped around it. And then apparently internally there is also a static shield. But you can see I didn't hook up the purple wire, which is to ground the static shield. Then this one has no wrapping. I think they're, same volt amp. It's basically, I think, wrapped on the same core and everything. But I got a couple iron plates that I custom make for myself to put on there. Helps reduce the magnetic field. I can actually show you that. These are both hooked up and on. But you can see the meter here. Okay, so I'm probably about 2.5 inches off the transformer where I start to get the indication. So that's about 2.5 inches. Now with the iron, I'm about 1.5 inches or so. So you get about an extra inch before you get any sort of wild indication here on these. But what I wanted to show was, so since I get about 1.5 inches, it's about 1.5 inches, it's about right. So, but what I really wanted to compare was, does the wrapping on here actually do anything? And so I have the other model without the wrapping, and you can see here I'm showing the beeping indicator at about 2 inches. Maybe a little over 2 inches, maybe maybe even closer to 2.5 inches is where I'm getting the indicator. So it's about 1 inch difference with the wrapping. So there is some amount of magnetic shielding advantage to using this wrap. But if let's say I come up to this level here, shows about, oops, it's turned off. There's 5, and if I keep about the same height, yeah, see that's about reduced. About nearly in. So the distance also plays a big part. It drops off faster in distance as well. So that was about half, like at this distance here, shows about, I mean I can actually, let's try this. Let's use this cup as a guide. Something to kind of keep our distances equal. So that shows 5.2. And this one, wow, yeah, see. So that's basically, it's hard to read. It's basically cut in half. So, as you can see, the wrapping actually does give an advantage. And let's actually try this without. And you can also see I've got another plate on the bottom. But let's do it without the. That's not going to stay. Let's do it without the plate on there. Let's see what we come up with. So it shows about 8 versus 12 and a half or so. So the wrapping does appear to actually give us an advantage for the magnetic field. And what's happening is you can't stop the lines of flux coming off a magnet, but you can direct them, and that's the idea with using steel. Without the steel, the lines of flux will come out further, whereas when you put steel on there, now it's drawing them through the steel and keeping it closer to the transformer. So there you have it. It appears to do something.